We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The Nuggets control the tap. To Jokic. No good. Lakers at the controls right now. To Russell. To James. Oh, emphatic slam. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Jokic to Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon missed his first. That one goes.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To James. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
To Russell. Here comes the screen. Russell. To James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Jokic. To Porter. Down low, it's Gordon. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Aaron Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 69% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. LBJ has it. From the painted area, won't go down. Murray with it. They trail by 1. To Jokic. Gets it at the top of the key. Gordon. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. James to Davis. Short jumper misses.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Whoa, what a finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
James into the front court. Down a point. Russell to James. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Caldwell Pope. LeBron into the front court. Leads 1. Doesn't. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you coming to my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
To Porter. Off the assist.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly, his durability. But he looks solid on that play.
LeBron with it up top. His team up by 1. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Anthony Davis sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Yes, Aaron Gordon, 2 of 4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. James unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads just a point. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Easy path to the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Russell with it up top. It's a 1-point game, 13-12. Nothing going here on that drive. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Jokic. Gordon, deep left corner. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. To Porter. Lets it fly from long range. Michael Porter at the line. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. LeBron into the front court. They trail by 2. To Davis. To James. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Jackson to Jokic. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. LeBron James With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Nothing going here on that drive. And count the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
LeBron James, defended by Green. Short jumper and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Jokic. Nikola Jokic. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
LeBron against the former Hoya. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Nikola Jokic sizing up Bryant. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. James. Denver ball right now. Gordon. Schroeder with the basketball. They're down 3. Count it.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Oh, Nikola Jokic. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5. James. Defense making the ball carrier work. Jokic guarded by Bryant. Gordon to Jokic. Lakers come up with it. James guarded by Green. To Davis. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James into the front court. Down 3. To Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Add one more to his total. To Jokic. Able to convert inside. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. James to Mo Bamba. Runner's good there.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's Denver's ball. Reggie Jackson guarded by Schroeder. To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from in close, no good. Schroeder to James. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Schroeder to James. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Perfect feed to set up the basket. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 1 quarter down. This game is all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Here's Schroeder with it. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Oh, looks like everyone's getting into the action.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Here's Smith, picked up by Schroeder. To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. No good. Defense catching a break there. Lakers ball.
I got ball. Play some D. Play some D. Hey, big screen right there. Big screen.
Sizing up the defense. Has a chance. He buries it off the step back.
That boy's living his best life.
Is Smith to Caldwell Pope. Five on the shot clock to Caldwell Pope. Trying to cash in. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Nuggets with the basketball. Ah, rocking the rim.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Schroeder. You've got to get that one to go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Leads a bucket. To Mo Bamba. Nikola Jokic with the block. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Gordon. To Caldwell Pope. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Schroeder. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. The drive, right to the basket. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Can't connect. Shot was forced. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Jeff Green, guarded by Bryant. To Aaron Gordon. Has a look. Yes, Aaron Gordon. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Mo Bamba. To Schroeder. Here comes the screen. Dennis Schroeder. Rebound pulled in by Gordon. Reed, guarded by Schroeder. To Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Los Angeles has the basketball. Schroeder. Short jumper won't go down. Murray into the front court. Lead is 2. And the Lakers have the rebound. Schroeder. Picked up by the Nuggets.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Lakers have it. Schroeder. Missed a wide open look. Schroeder with the basketball. Down 2. It's a big finish.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. To Gordon. Can't miss those.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Big kick right there. That's good.
5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Russell to James. And the rebound taken in by Smith. To Aaron Gordon. Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Denver with 4 to shoot. Jamal Murray. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Russell. Denver's got it. Porter to Smith. Here comes the screen. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Down low, Jokic.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Smith. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lakers at the controls right now. Surveys the floor. Russell to Davis. Down low. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Russell into the front court. 2-point advantage. To James. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Jokic. LeBron into the front court. Leads 4. Oh, he had it. Curling inside. Ish Smith. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LeBron James with the rock. Short jumper won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Caldwell Pope to Smith. To Caldwell Pope. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Russell. Nuggets have it. Lakers come up with it. To Davis. Not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Is Smith. Nothing going here on that drive. To Porter. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Los Angeles, they have it. And draws the foul.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Jumper's good. Deep three at the buzzer. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Nuggets are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And while they may be down, it's not for a lack of effort. They deserve some respect for how well they've generated scoring with their offensive rebounding. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Lakers ball. James. Takes stock of the floor. To James. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. James, tough shot. Well defended. To Smith. To Caldwell Pope. Has a chance. Just off the mark.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt. And that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Ish Smith to Jokic. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James. Here comes the screen. To Davis. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Smith.
Hey, lock up.
To Caldwell Pope. Driving right to the basket. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. 4 out of 7.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. To Russell.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Screen coming. Russell. Down low for Davis. Shot from the lane. Won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Jokic to Gordon. And he'll go to the foul line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Aaron Gordon has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. Russell with it up top. His group now down 2. To James. Down to 5 on the 24. Chance for LeBron James. Cleans it up. Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Porter to Aaron Gordon. He gets it.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Lakers at the controls right now. James to Davis. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Ish Smith to Jokic. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Ish Smith to Jokic. They work it down to Gordon. Able to convert inside.
we're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Los Angeles, they have it. From the painted area, won't go down. Gordon to Jokic. To Smith. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Short jumper off the mark. To Russell. And he knocks it down, Jay. Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. To Porter. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Russell to Davis. Can't connect. Murray into the front court. Lead is 2. To Smith. Here comes the screen. Is Smith. Down low, it's Gordon. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Davis. Can't connect from in close. Murray with it. They lead it. 4-point game. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side, given how they're defending.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Nuggets have the possession. Is Smith to Jokic. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 4. To Russell. And the basket good at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Jokic. To Smith.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Nikola Jokic pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Nuggets have the possession. Porter. probing the defense. To Gordon. Trying to cash in. Ish Smith. Consistent effort. He's at 50%. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Schroeder. They go down to Davis. To Mo Bamba. And a chance coming up at the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Mo Bamba at the line. Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip. Jackson with it. Leads a bucket to Jokic. Smith. Ish Smith. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here's Schroeder with it. The deficit is 6. To Davis. Cleans it up. Another follow. Still no good. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. To Jokic. Oh, he had him there for a second. Short jumper off the mark. Anthony Davis, defended by Green. To Russell. Nikola Jokic swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Denver ball right now. To Smith. Has a look. Shot by Smith off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Ish Smith picked up by Schroeder. To Russell. Mo Bamba. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. And the rebound taken down by Jokic. Ish Smith to Reggie Jackson. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Lakers ball. Russell. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. The follow won't go either. To Smith. To Jackson. Short jumper misses. Bamba powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Nuggets in front. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the 4th quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Here comes the screen. Ish Smith. Going to launch beyond the arc. The 7-footer, Bamba with the board. Davis to Schroeder. Davis gets it in the left corner. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Here comes the screen. Ish Smith. They go to Jokic. Down low. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. Down 6. And the rebound going to be taken down by Reed. Ish Smith. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic. Gets to the basket and scores.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Schroeder with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. I got you. To the outside. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Davis. Fundamental shot right there.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Denver's ball. Ish Smith. Probing the defense. The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Russell into the front court. Margins 8. A pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Davis. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. To Smith. Nothing going here on that drive. It goes down.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Davis to Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. 2-4 now.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Is Smith against Schroeder. Caldwell Pope to Smith. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Beyond the arc for 3. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. Davis to James. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Nuggets with the basketball. Is Smith. To Caldwell Pope. They work it down to Gordon. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. James. They'll get it down to Davis. And the rebound for Murray. Porter. They get it down to Mirotic. Throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And 2 for AD.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Denver's got it. Jokic to Porter. Anthony Davis tips it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Murray with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a Nugget. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. James to Davis. Nice pass to set things up.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Porter. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Add 2 points to the board.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Davis. Knocked loose. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. James to Davis, down low. Nikola Jokic able to recover with the block. Nuggets have the possession.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
The shot by Murray, no good. Russell into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Knocked loose. Caldwell Pope. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Russell to Davis. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nuggets. To Aaron Gordon. Caldwell Pope. Five seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Anthony Davis lets it fly. He's looking for that touch.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Murray into the front court. The lead is 12. Nothing going here on that drive. Second effort. And the rebound taken in by Davis. To Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Inside the paint on that one.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. To Porter. Has a chance, and he buries it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Russell with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. To James. Davis. That no good. Off the mark. To Gordon. Shot clock winding down. That's no good. To James. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Nuggets have the possession. Denver with 4 to shoot, trying to cash in. Murray's shot won't fall.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Russell. That misses with 3 seconds left. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets got the win in a close game. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Denver Nuggets. The Lakers finished on the losing end of a close score. The way they shot the ball was outstanding. But even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.